Aloha Friday, everybody. Kamaka Brown right over here. Aloha Friday with the Sandwich Island Social Network. If you're just getting out of bed, what's up? And sitting alongside me virtually on his barbecue tour in Okinawa is none other than brother Saleva'a Atisanoe. Aloha, brother. How you
Good morning. Aloha kakayaka hayaoko ike iala. What's
Ooh,
happening?
I love it. Man, I have to say, first of all, mahalo nui because it is O dark 100 in Okinawa right now, something like what, 3 4 a.m. in the morning. Um,
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and the makapia pia is all in the hanapara
what you
kind time.
can you hear the Nanakuli chickens?
Not only the chicken can smell them, the breeze comes down Hakima Road, bruh.
Oh,
It's
Hakim,
the morning breeze. The honey breeze come up there.
depends which
All
way the
my all my ahupua up there, hanging out with all the puas up there. They come down, bruh. The smell.
depends which way the wind blowing. Yeah, whoo, man.
Oh yeah. That morning in the morning brings a morning dew, bro, downstairs to people on the flatlands.
Oh man! So you know what? Our program is built around wonderful conversations with interesting folks, with island hearts, island people, and that fits you beautifully, Saliva. And also, so many of our friends will be popping in just to say aloha and to say how's it, how's it, how's it. And so we get like Marty Burns, a good friend of ours over there from the uh, Southern California, saying hello to all of the regular.
Somebody,
Yeah, Auntie Hetty and Duha saying good morning to everybody. Uh,
how's it? How's it?
yeah,
How's it?
them guys are all. Oh, here's one brother over here, brother Bubba. He's in Texas. Aloha Hawaiian.
What's up, Hawaiian?
And let's see, we had quite a few of our friends popping in over here just to say hello and let us know that they are here. And if they get some questions or they want to say some special aloha. Here's Erica Yamaguchi. Aloha Saleva'a. Eric is in Torrance, California.
Oh, California.
Yeah,
I
California.
was just there not too long ago.
Woo! And Bubba says, Malo Uso Malo.
Malo lava. Malo lava tayo.
So, you and I was talking the other day, Saliva, and I had all my notes over here about all that your years, 15 plus years in sumo, and how you rose to the highest rank in a sumo world to Ozeki and whatever's. And then I had one flash. I said, you know what? People can Google that stuff. They can look them up, right? I mean, uh, let's talk about what's happening to Uso. What's happening to Saliva when he stepped away from sumo? What's been happening? What has been your guidance? And once you look in your rear vision mirror, after sumo is over, and now you're moving forward. Give us some of the things that you have occupied your time with, and we also um, we said would love to talk about your dad. Your dad,
Yeah.
yeah, passed away in January of 2020.
Hmm.
And one of the things, if I just might, and then I like you just give them. I want to give a quote over here um, that you said about your dad, and it said
Yeah.
he, talking about your dad, went down as a warrior. He's a strong man, a praying man. He loved God. He loved his community. Everybody knew who he was. I'm proud to have a dad that he is the reason why I'm here today. He's the reason why I'm successful. I praise him because my family was built on prayers. Whew,
Exactly.
yeah.
And in everything I do, I've praised my family. Number one, great example. Coming from Samoa. Him and mom actually passed away 18, 19 years ago. But you got to remember, they came with no English. They spoke no English and stuff. And the amazing thing about this man, like he's done things that I, I to myself, I thought, how the hell did he know about stuff like that? meaning prepping his family, not only us, his direct kids, his direct family, but his family on his side, his brothers and his brothers' family, his his brothers, and then he did mom's side family. Because I remember our house in Nanakuli, where we presently have the house for mom and dad. They didn't live there before. They didn't live there when he first got it. The house was built, and then they just it's all rack up house. They kind of prepared it and repaired it, and for all our families from Samoa to live. So the house in Nanakuli, and that's the reason why I try to. I'm going to keep it for whatever years, long as I can, because that's a house that actually saved a lot of families coming into Hawaii from Samoa. They had people stacked. So my dad, his focus was always on his family. Nothing actually pushed him off the rail of who his purpose on earth was his God and his family and his culture. And I guess the way he raised us was in a household was raised someone culture. We're not allowed to speak English in the house when we're speaking. So me and my brother Junior and my sister Kahao are first generations Samoans born in our family in Hawaii. So we weren't born in Samoa, but we speak fluently and we know our culture fluently because of the way he raised us in our culture. And that was so important that he taught us that the culture is a one thing and church religion is one thing. You cannot mix it. So you got to understand the boundaries of being in your religion and your culture. He's supposed to not bounce off. He's supposed to not collide. So his teaching, I think, has brought me a long way. There's so much stories that I have with my dad. I'm actually writing my book right now. Finally, um, probably coming out next year or something. Finally, I'm writing a book, but I couldn't write a book because my story wasn't half done. If my dad is still alive, then it's not done. Yeah.
Mm.
So when dad passed away, I finally thought to myself as well, it finally time to kind of write the book. And then there's so much stuff that he does that it's amazing that you can do it in this time. In this time is which is everything is changing and everything so fast. His pace of life of being the Samoan man he grew up to be never changed. Like no matter what was going on around in the cities or the state or in life itself, he never changed his focus on where he want to go with what he do as the father of the family, the leader. He was a strong leader from the day one to the day he passed, and he showed that through his actions. Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's this him at Polynesian Culture Center. I always try to take him with me. I took him all over the place. We go all over the place and stuff. He's just a great sport.
Wow. Wow.
Mm,
So, would you say that much of your work ethic and how you look at projects and you look at challenges and you look at things in front of you, um, you're thinking about your dad and how his mentality and his attitude toward work and toward challenges, that's influenced you today?
100%, 100%. My dad used to go like, when we go to school and like you have all the local Japanese kids doing good in grades, they're good grades. The Filipino doing good grades. You see them at, you see all the doctors, Japanese or Chinese or Filipino. And my dad, well, what's the difference? They get 2 years, you get 2 years. He never thought that we were minorities in his eyes. You wasn't different from anybody who became a president or somebody who became higher. You're not different from them, and you always pursue that. And hard work is everything. No shortcuts. Everything comes from working and being positive about everything. He never says no can. Like you can. Everything you do, you just gotta do the work. And then something that has always stood with me. And when he left for Japan, one of the words he told me actually when you just do the work, everything else gonna fall in place, which means you're gonna get paid somehow if you do the work right. Just do the damn work. Never mind actually question how much you're gonna get and when you're gonna get. Just do the damn work. And that was so true because after 16 years of being in the sumo association, being from there from 18 to when I retired in 30, when I was 33. It's funny that and then that came to my mind right away because after I retired, I made more money ever in the 16 in within the 2 3 years I was retired in the 16 years I did sumo like crazy, you know. And then again hit my head and told me, yeah, I remember my dad always telling me, bro, just shut up and do the work.
Shut up, do the work.
Yeah, let's see him bouncing off a Nanakuli t-shirt. Proud to be from Nanakuli.
Proud to
Nanakulian.
Nanakuli in the house.
Nanakuli Firai.
Oh man. In fact, let me see, brother Don Kao Kai, a good brother over here. He'd jump in right now from Reason Cinco, one of the great supporters of Sandwich Island Social Network. He goes, Malo, Saleh, and big love for taking the time to talk story on this platform. Nanakuli in the house,
Yes, sir. Nana's finest.
because Don is a
Nana's finest, guys.
Don is a Nanakuli boy too, right? So it's like
Yes,
uh,
sir.
West Side
Represent.
represent West Side.
Represent. I always explain my countryside. People are humble. Just don't push the wrong button. We are the nicest people you can find. We love everybody. We family oriented. But if you push the wrong button of a Nanakulian, and if that guy is Polynesian, even worse. It's like it's like eating spoiled soup, bro.
you know, off the record, you and I was talking off the record. We're saying when Nanakuli and Samoa and Polynesian collide over there, you don't want to be in the way. You don't want to be in the way of that. There's the kind happens. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bro, and that's one thing I'm dealing with as I get older. Try to be patient with people asking me dumb questions all the time. Some way when you know,
Oh, oh, here's Marty Burns. Sumo was and is always on late night in the States. I wish it was more prime time hours here. Um, yeah, I guess some friends do follow the on the sumo. They get a Japanese station, cable station over here.
well now that you can catch it on YouTube, they have it live on YouTube.
Oh, is
You
that
can
right?
check it
Okay,
out.
all right.
Yeah, well, sumo because of time difference, it starts because of time difference. It starts I think it's 4 o'clock here in the noon,
Mm,
so it means it's like midnight there already. So that you cannot do nothing. If you want to watch it live, then it's already time difference. If you California,
yeah,
New York is probably better because the East Coast is almost opposite time, man.
true, true, true. Yeah,
Yeah, in LA and New York, you guys are late in the morning or early morning.
right. And this Polynesian culture. So I was looking for another picture that I really, really love. Um, what a great smile.
This is my dad. We taking him. I taking my friends around too, and every time I take my friends around for a Japanese friend, my dad always goes with us,
I love it.
and he just loves. I think he toured the island so much already with me. I take him wherever I go. Mm.
That that is absolutely beautiful, man.
He made his shaka. He always go do his shaka
He make it
wherever he go.
check.
He gets shaka.
Yeah. Um, I had one over here that I really like. And let's see if I can. Oh, yeah, this the one. I love this one, Sally. I love this one of you and your dad. You know?
I thought I always color my hair right. I have friends that does hairdo and stuff. So I thought, Dad, you like do your mustache? He goes, yeah, let's do it. and, and this is how he went to Waikiki, bro. We went to a restaurant like this, man. This guy, he don't care. I love my dad. He's my biggest fan. So if
Oh.
I tell him, Dad, you like do this, he go, yeah. He never says no. One of the funny
Oh.
stories, Kamaka. When they have those concerts in Waikiki, the three
Uh-huh.
day concert, the bash, like FM 100. So when those just happened, I would be Hawaii, and I would take my dad with me. My dad would hang out with us Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the 3 days I go, and he would stand up and dance with us, everything. And then me and my friends would go out and eat and drink in Waikiki till like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and my dad would just sit there and laugh and watch us. And you know the funny thing, he makes sure we all go home, and he never sleeps in the car. He
Oh,
makes sure he's always wake up and make sure we home safe. And
oh.
he's driving back. He always says his word in some way. Like all my Japanese friends, all we memorize this word called. Anytime he's in the car, he goes malo malo kalaiva. Like it's like good driving, good driving. You know,
um, and tell me
this
about.
photo is me and my dad. And I think this was his last trip to Japan.
Uh,
I take him all over the place.
Man, who would have thunk it, right? When he came from Samoa, brought up, because your family, you had a large family with 10 kids, and
Yep, 10 kids.
you were what? What number were you? You're the young. I'm in the young
I
group.
was number two from the bottom.
Number two from the bottom. Wow.
Yeah, I'm the youngest boy of the five.
Yeah. And so he had certain sayings. You were sharing with me. He said, you should do the work and the money will come. And there was something about he said, just don't sit around. What was that saying? I'm trying to. I
He
had a.
said, if when the meat is just sitting and staying around, if you're just sitting around, you're just dead meat. So get up and work, like and that attitude about him has helped me throughout Corona so much. Losing him and then coming back to Japan last year and finding out that everything was so canceled. The work was all out. It's funny thing, it got me to be more aggressive. Like I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Like I could hear him in the back of my head saying, "Bruh, you're just sitting around. You go just want to be a dead meat. Get off the couch, kind of thing." And it's so true because this man, he never stopped trying. He did. I remember growing up. He went to Kahala area and we were cleaning coconut trees. And Sunday after church, we'd go and we made like maybe $250 one day. And then he would rent this 2-ton trucks. Those old days, remember they used to have like fences they hook on into the top, and they used to shake.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. Okay,
Yeah, remember those trucks, right? It's so
that's
dangerous, right?
yeah,
My dad would make us would fill up the damn truck, and we put all the coconuts on the bottom and put all the leaves and the rubbish on the top.
yeah.
And there's no room for us to sit anyway, so we're sitting on the top of this damn thing. We're driving in Kahala, taking the rubbish down to Kailua dump. But me and my brother Junior was like telling, well, one day we're going to fall off this, we're going to die because the thing's shaky, right? And we were sitting on the top of this rubbish from alcohol, and then I remember doing stuff like that, man. And we did constantly all kind. We would pick puka shells. We were diving in the water before even going to school, but we used to go down Makaha, Makua. We used to pick up the gravel, bring them home for mom look too, because she was sitting on the beach all day when we used to start um, doing puka shells. So we'd drop her off in the morning, we'd dive in the water, make her a big little mountain of gravel, and then she would just go look through it on the beach.
Uh,
So we got to a point that we never like keep her out there. So we'd actually bring it to the house. So my old house in Nanakuli was all gravel. And so much gravel we bought, and we used to do it before we went to school. My
wow.
dad told you guys gotta work, you gotta do this, and then grinding coconuts every Friday, like we take them to swap meat, $1 coconut. I think we the one started that damn thing. I hated it because me and my brother Junior has to do that. Wow, it was like husking like 400 coconuts, bro, every Friday, man. So we used to do this trick. We used to bring all my friends, call our friends to come over, and they would like all come over and hang out. So we thought, hey, let's race. So we make it a game, so everybody can help us grind those coconuts, bro. And we did everything we could, man.
Here's Auntie Hetty. She says, I used to watch sumo on late night TV. Always look for the local boys when she used to watch. Yup.
Yeah, local boys took over sumo, and thank you to Jesse Takamiyama who actually opened the door for me and the other Akebone and Musashimaru, because it's because of him that sumo has come more international than anything else. If he wasn't there to actually go through the hardship to open up the door for sumo, we wouldn't be there. So I'm just Very grateful with Jesse opening up the doors. He is the real pioneer of sumo, and we're very grateful. And he's actually the one that actually who was there that made all. Right now, you have all these foreigners from Europe. You got Mongolians and stuff, but Jesse was the reason why we all got into it.
Yeah, and that kind of answers the question that Marty had. How did Brother Saleva'a get introduced to sumo? And I think Jesse was the one that invited
Yeah,
you to.
it's I would. The real story is I was cutting out of class and was at the beach in Waikiki, ref. And everybody know Curtis the Booyah Care, right?
Yeah,
The old man from pro wrestling, Curtis the
yeah,
Boo.
yeah.
He had a board stand in Waikiki by the wall. So he the one saw me. He go, "Hey, come here, son. Yo, you the one number 79 for Pack 5?" I go, "Yeah, yeah, Uncle, I'm Pack 5. Come here, I gotta talk to you." He told me, "You know what? You used to be a sumo wrestler." I look at him, the uncle, what is that? I don't know what is that. I said, no. And then he started talking because he'd been traveling all the world, and Japan was one of his spots, and he was very famous wrestling one of the most famous Japanese wrestling guy named Riki Dozan at the time. So he's like telling me, "You gotta do this. You look like this guy," telling me, giving me names that I don't even know what he's talking about. But I was actually cutting class that last week of school where we had a graduation practices. We almost got kicked out of school because of that. But anyway,
That's another story.
there's another story. So we actually was going that same week, and he kept on talking to me. He kept on pulling me on the side. I'm the only guy never caught any waves because I was talking to him all the time. And then he told me, "You know what? You gotta try it." And I go, "Okay, uncle." And then he told me that Jesse Takamiyama was coming to Japan. I mean, coming to Hawaii. I didn't really know what Jesse was too, because I never what sumo was. And then we met up at Kapiolani, Queen's Kapiolani, not Queen's Kapiolani, yeah, Queen Kapiolani, the hotel right there by the zoo on the poolside. So he told me he would talk to him. So I went. He went with me, and we talked to him, and then that's where it all started.
Wow.
And the thing was, he told me, I told him, as long as I don't burden my family, if I don't have to pay a penny out of my pocket or ask them for anything, then I'll go. Then that's what happened. And then I just went and got my passports and got my paperwork done. And then a week before going to Japan, I told my mom and dad I'm going to Japan, and that was history. My mom was yelling at me, screaming and swearing some more to me, which I cannot really say. And then they just were surprised, like they were like blown away. And then I don't, it's just something for us. I still remember I pulled a scripture from the Bible that I loved when I was younger. I go, no eyes has seen, no ears heard what the Lord has done for them that loves him. But I told him, the scripture is not me. It's actually you guys. You guys work so damn hard to get us where we at as a family, and you guys deserve more. So I don't know where it came from, but mom and dad, I think this is the reason why I'm going. It's for our family, I think. And these words wasn't meant to me. It's meant for you guys, because you guys, God love you guys because of what you guys been so dedicated to church, dedicated to the family, dedicated to everything you do is church, church. We used to grow up like we hating everything about what was going on because they would give everything off the everything they can do for the church. And we're all like, oh man, we gotta eat freaking canned goods again. Like, growing up like that, and then but
Yeah.
it pays off, and that's what it was. I told you. No, Dad, it's because of what you guys done. What I've done is nothing compared to what you and Mom have done to raise our family.
Mhm.
And then I left. I came to Japan with nothing, but not even a penny to my name. I even have luggage. I have a shoulder bag that had my Pac 5 helmet sticker on it, and it had the only thing I had in my bag was a Bible, a picture of my family, and I had a slacks and a Aloha shirt and shoes. I thought I was gonna wear that to come to Japan. But when we got to the airport, my mom was crying so much, she was pulling them. I didn't have time to change into those clothes. So if you look at first pictures of me in Japan, coming to Japan, I was wearing a lava, the mom sewed, the iafaikanga, the one with the pockets. And she stopped in White Power at the Samoan store before we went to the airport and bought a shirt that says Samoa on it. So if you look at my picture, I'm wearing this white shirt that says Samoa with the Samoan symbol with the cover bow, and I was wearing lava lava, and I was wearing slipper when I came to Japan with a shoulder bag.
Wow.
That's all I came to Japan with, nothing. So I praise my family, I praise my dad and mom because the encouragement that every time I think of them pushes me to go to do things better.
Yeah.
And understanding that when you walk off and you go out into the real world, that I understood 100% that I represent the blood that I carry in my cocoa that I carry in my kino, which is my family's blood. And it's so important to me to make sure that blood never gets dirty. It ain't gonna get dirty on my watch. That's for sure. I do everything to protect that, and that's what keeps me going, even today. The way I do things, the way I approach things, because the love I have for my parents and what I represent, and this man that that comes from Samoa doesn't speak any English, doesn't know anything about what he's putting himself coming from Samoa, nothing, and raise a family. And before we even could get out of school, he bought a place where he made all of Samoan families from Samoa start their lives at. The house in Nanakuli, in a young homestead in Nanakuli, still today was the gathering place for all our families. And a lot of them will tell you this is where they started their lives. Now everybody's older. We got, my cousins that grew up with me, same reason, they're doing good in their lives and stuff. And everybody talks about it. So the lessons I've learned, the words that the wisdom that he's put upon me. I'm so glad I was there to take it and we take it within me and understood it early in my age when I left. I had to because I left Hawaii at 18.
Yeah.
So all those words that he pushed on me as a young kid, and I when I got stuck in something, I never called my family till my parents passed away. My dad passed my mom. They never knew my phone number in Japan. I never let them know my number. I never let them call me. And I always call. I make sure I call every day when mom was still alive. I called anywhere. I'll be in Africa. I would call wherever I go in the world. I call. But the reason for that, I didn't want them to worry because I know my mom would be calling me like worry about things and stuff. And they didn't know my number, and they didn't know how to get in touch with me. Only my brothers will find a way to get in touch with me, but nobody knew how to get in touch with me those days,
Wow.
especially my family.
Here's Thyra Abrams. Enjoying this interview. I'm learning more about the Samoan life and culture. Mahalo, Saleva'a. So nice.
Mahalo, mahalo.
She's a sweetheart. She a great supporter of the show over here. Quite a few comments coming in over here. Oh, here is Peter Tua Sosopu. He's saying, "Love you, Sali Kamaka."
Malo sole.
By the way, congratulations on your
Magnum PI.
Magnum PI coming in the house. Let me see. He just texted me, and so we can share with everybody over here. Now, where did I see it? It's coming up this coming Friday.
It's on Facebook.
It's on
He's
Facebook.
posted.
Okay, very good. So go check him on Facebook. He's going to be this Friday on Magnum PI. Congratulations on
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah, man.
Couldn't have it.
Right on, brother.
Yeah. Um, let me see. Here is Teeny Gray, Jerome Gray's son. Teeny.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, Talofa, do you remember when Jerome Gray came to visit you in Japan?
Yeah, yeah, I remember. They all came to Japan. I still have a photo of somewhere of them hanging out in my room. And this little small room with all the Samoans all stacked in my room, bro.
We love the Gray family over there. They're here in Southern California. Talented guys, man. Let me see. Here's Eric Yamaguchi. I could watch sumo matches from early day till the higher ranked matches ended in late afternoon in Tokyo. Fond memories of watching the sumo tournaments over here. Let me see. I don't want to miss some of the great comments. Got some friends. Oh, Kavika. Kahiapo,
Koepo.
saying what's up.
Yeah,
Um,
brother. I like when he do his live music.
oh,
Because he get this nice backdrop in the side. He get the nicest view in the back, you know.
I think he stay Waimanalo if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Kavika,
Yes, sir. Yes,
right?
sir. He's
Um,
Raymond high in pride, bro.
oh, thanks for joining us, man. Let's see. So many coming in over here. Got Kalai Miles. He's also a Waimanalo boy right here. Sole. He's saying
Malo,
he,
malo, malo
he
lava.
he's living up in
Alamo.
Northern California. And let me see. Oh, Peter says that's right, Uso. Samoan pride and heritage. The way your parents raised you right. Your father was one of the most genuinely saved, born again Christians that I've known. He is still an inspiration to me whenever I see Brother Saleh or Junior proud sons. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Uh, that's chicken skin right there, bro. That's chicken
Yeah,
skin stuff.
that man was there's so much inspir inspiration to a lot of people, and it's funny when Sunday came along when he could drive. I would call home and won't find him because he doesn't have a cell. He never got into a cell phone. I tried, but when every time I found, I look at the bill. How come the bill so much and he don't use the phone? His grandchildren is using the phone for doing all kinds of stuff. So I cut the line. He never have a phone. Sunday they couldn't find this man because he went all over. He went churches all over Hawaii, all the way down downtown. He go Japanese church, he go Assembly of God, he go Mormon church. Then he come back Waianae side. He go to chapels down in Waianae all day. Every time, so we got used to his routine. Nobody would worry about him on Sunday because he would leave in the morning. He would come back like early evening, and and then he would talk about the churches he went to and funny thing, he was in an organization that took him all over the world. He went to Israel twice. He
Wow.
came to Japan. He went to Korea as a preacher, someone preacher. And it was like, and that's it. And that's him. He thought, yeah, look at me. Even though I get broken English, I go around the world because I'm not scared. I go tell the truth. I just talk about the Lord. I tell the truth. Like it's amazing that uh, hit to him. There's no limits. You can do whatever you like do if you do it right, and it was amazing just being the things he do is just like when we were young. Me and my brother Junior used to we went to University High after Nanakuli. We became traders. Nanakuli, we in trade Nanakuli for go University High. But he used to take us to school, right? And then we couldn't, like, we used to have to get up so much early. My dad make sure you guys gotta go make sure you're early. So you know what time we at school? He would drop us off at school before he went to work in Pearl Harbor. Me and
Wow.
my brother Junior would be at the school like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I go, Dad, too early. He go like, why too early? See the light over there. Go sit down the light and go read your book. So we had to figure out a way not to get my dad to take us because we tried to go and live in Palolo during the school year, sleep in my uncle's house, my father's brother in Palolo. It didn't work out. Country boys cannot sleep in concrete jungle. So we commuted again. So we tried Kalihi, another place, Camp 4, not Camp 4, but KPT.
KPT.
My my uncle, my mom's brother, Uncle Kia, was living there. So maybe we go try KPT. No, too much diapers flying down the no can handle. Country boys gotta go back. So we never ever found a way to figure that out, man.
Cohill Park Terrace wasn't for you guys, huh? Oh,
Cannot, man. No can.
cannot.
Country boys no can handle.
Here's brother Nate Jones. He goes, Hazrat Saleh. Speaking of Pac 5, I know you in grad from University High. I'm a mid Pac
Yep.
alum. What did you think about MPI's recent decision to leave Pac 5? And what was your best memory playing for the Wolf Pack? Any ideas? Anything about that?
Yeah, I heard about it, and it's a hard decision because mid pack actually carries the load. I think of all the Pac 5 schools because they actually facilitate the practice fields and stuff like that. So it's I think it's more a financial thing for the school than anything else. Because you have the other schools like University High, the Lab School, and Aridima and Marino. I think Marino is the second biggest. Maybe they can go on their own, but it's hard for any of those schools to actually combine to do team sports, big team sports. You should say, you know. So football would never happen because of the players that coming up from the other schools that actually get together become the team of Pac Five, which is sad. A lot of us that had found memories Pac Five after we left in 1980. 81, 82. I graduated in 82. After that, Pac 5 like took it 2 years in a row with Joe Onosai and Tolentino and Eddie Hayashi, and those guys took it to the next level. And it's funny, the good thing about the fond memories about Pac 5 was we came from different small schools. But the brotherhood, even to today, we're like so close because football brought us together as a family. And then, like anything that you listen to, a lot of coach thing is when football comes, it's more about educating, about being together, one, having each other to have to pull each other together to overcome hardship. To win, you have to play as a team, and team sport is always good for young men to kind of before you become adulthood. It's good to learn in a team, in a team sport, because you meet all kind of guys, you see all kind of different attitudes, and then there's no way one guy can make a team be better. Everybody gotta be on their best to be the top team. But yeah, I read about that, but it's nothing you can do. I don't think it's a political move. It's more like probably a financial think that it's a burden to mid pack. I think, yeah, because they have all the fields. Because they had a Pac five, I think, swimming team. They had a soccer team, I think, and then they had a Pac five. The football team was obvious. I think it was so, you know. But a lot of us came from a great Pac five teams. I'm glad it's because of Pac five team. I got brothers that went to Marinos and Oridima and the lab and mid pack and stuff. So a lot of my great friends are from the Pac five schools.
Sweet. Here, talking about a football great, Jesse Sapolu is here, and he's saying,
Malo Jesse.
"Woo!" That just as you shared about Jesse, and he said Jesse and Sally were the pioneers that opened the doors, and Jesse Sapolu, an NFL great himself, a four-time
Yes, sir.
right Super Bowl. How many years was it? 15 years with the San Francisco 49ers, man.
Yes, sir.
What an amazing force beast for the
And
49ers.
come up, it's so funny because I went to University High. So Jesse and Fali Nikodem was playing for UH. And I think I was a junior, senior, I think. So we used to go down Clum Gym and always see them over there working out.
Wow.
And even before that, like Semeri Ulufale, before them, because I went to the school and Semeri Ulufale was still going to there. I think it was one of the twin A's. So we used to go down to the Club Gym and stuff, us little small kids. Hey, small kid, get out of there. Like, I used to see all these guys over there. But yeah, Jesse and Falenico them was actually going to school, and some of them, and they're the one that created that wearing the lava lava to go to school and stuff like that. I used to see them wearing lava lava, and then they inspired us to wear the lava. So after seeing that, my whole career as in high school, my whole high school year, I only wear lava lava. Me and all my friends, lava lava t-shirt to go to school. We went to school dances to lava lava. I remember that really well.
Uh, you've been in Japan 30 years, Sale.
40, brother, 40.
40 now. 40 now.
40. It's actually 29th year. Next year gonna be 40.
40 years. And
40 years.
you have parlayed after retiring from sumo. You are media personality, TV, radio, commercials. Uh, and is the there's a TV show. I had my notes over here that you've had like for 16 years, 17 years. Is that the
Yeah, it's an educational show.
for
It's
kids,
on
right?
NHK, which is it's the biggest broadcast in Japan. and then I've been doing it for 18 years. It's
Wow.
called Nihongo. Nihongo de Asobo, meaning teaching kids how to speak Japanese. I can't even speak English, but I teach them how to speak Japanese over here. So that show has been such a great success. I've been doing it for 18 years.
Wow.
I just got off one of my radio shows that I've been doing for 11 years. Last month was my last session with that radio station, but I've been doing radio altogether over 20 years.
Wow.
So, and majority of my time, if we're in Corona, um, I do a lot of shows. Me and my wife, we do the shows. I create shows. I promote shows, and I've been invited like all over the place for go and sing and do appearances and stuff. So I would do like 150 shows, a little over 150 shows. Me and my wife. So
Wow.
we sing and stuff like that, and then I like to create events and stuff on my own and stuff. So
Wow. If you just joined us, and we have a lot of folks that have popped on, thank you so much for joining us on the Aloha Friday show with the Sandwich Island Social Network. And every Friday we have interesting conversations. Our great guest today is Saleva'a Atisanoe, all the way from Okinawa, where it is old dark 100 in the morning. And he is on
only
his.
kamaka can, only kamaka can wake me up 3 o'clock in the morning to prepare me for this.
I know this gonna come back around. Go get on a phone call. Yes, Sally. Whatever you want, Sally. Uso, whatever you need. Yes. Yeah.
I'm easy, bro. I usually get up early anyway, so like with this Corona going on, I don't stay up to. I actually go bed early when I have to, but I'm in Okinawa right now. I'm doing like a barbecue tour.
Yeah.
So,
Tell us about the barbecue tour over there. What is?
well, last year, as we all know, the Corona came, and then everything I did supposed to do last year was all canceled. But I already created my barbecue sauce the year before, and last year was supposed to be a promotional year for going out and promoting. I got hired to do a lot of work with my barbecue sauce at campsites and everything. So that was all canceled. And then again, as you all know, my dad passed away. Coming back after my dad's funeral last year, after February, I came back and I was sitting around, and we weren't allowed. The kind of Japan was shut down too. So I played good boy and make sure that I played good boy and listen to what they said. And I stayed in my apartment for 3 months without I didn't even touch my front door. I never left my door. So I stayed a big good boy. And then after 3 months, I told him, bro, this is not happening. I can hear my father say, bro, you only dead meat sitting around doing nothing. He told me, the povi is only a povi when you just sit around. But when you start cooking, that's when it gets good. O le povi pe. I sakaloa, mangayala yela ay. So he always told me that, bruh, if you the meat is sitting in the freezer, it's only sitting meat, bruh. If you don't cook it, it doesn't does anything. So it always after he died, even after his passing, like inspiration, my brain is like when my dad would yell at me, I just sit around and try to do the things I I can do, but I'm waiting.
Yeah.
So like came June, I just turned around and I told frick that. I called all my friends in Japan because I couldn't travel beyond Japan. So from Okinawa down to Hokkaido, I mean up to Hokkaido, I did 47 cookouts
Wow.
just to promote my sauce. And I did it all on my own. It wasn't for work. It's more like promotion. I called my friend. I know you guys do barbecues. Let me know when you guys gonna do one, and I'm gonna come and marinate all the food and cook for you guys. All you guys have to do is buy barbecue sauce for me. So, and when I did, eh, from late June to I think before the end of November, I sold 12,000 pieces of barbecue sauce.
Wow.
Then and then I told my wife, they never believe me. I thought we can do it. Watch, we can do this. I hope we sell at least 2,000 on this. No, we can. I guarantee you. When we calculate November, bro, we only had made 10,000. We went over the limit within November.
Wow.
So this barbecue sauce thing started last year. So what it does now it created me another venue to work. So it's like hiring a celebrity chef.
There you go.
Is what it is. So what I did is a package where they pay me to come and cook all their food and hang out with them. 5 hours of just cooking, and they're eating off the fire, so they're drinking and they don't have to worry about what to cook. I make mac salad and make Hawaii style fried noodles and stuff like that, and they just eat. And they just eat and drink, and then I come and bang them. I did one yesterday, and actually doing one today. But the one I do today, I have already food cooked, but we have a DJ. We're doing like a poolside barbecue party like
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
today. So
Brother Kevin Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer's from the Punahou football player family over here. What kind barbecue sauce is it? You like no?
well, we the barbecue sauce is almost like Hawaii, like teriyaki base, yeah. But my sauce is like I I'm not too much on the salt. Stay away from the salt a lot. So if you marinate, the longer you marinate it, overnight marinate it's so. Oh no, the chicken, especially chicken and pork, it's real good. So when you eat too much barbecue, your throat get dry. You get thirsty because of too much salt in our food. So that's one of the things I was really careful with making a sauce. And the thing is that my sauce is actually sold in a bag, because the bag is to when people go to camp here in Japan, people like to go to camp and go to the beach. So my thing was to keep people taking all this rubbish there. It's good to marinate because the bag itself has the bag to actually marinate your food in it,
Oh,
and you can reuse it.
okay.
So if you look at my page, and if you saw me on Facebook, I always post it. But that's what it does. And then if you go to my YouTube channel, Konishiki World, you're gonna see that the sauce can make all kind of recipes. Not only barbecue, you can do all kind. The sauce can be the base, but you can make sauces from it. You can make dressings to it. You can make any, like, if you look at the recipe, I got like 20 something recipes up there already, where people can go in and actually look at the sauce and see how they want to use the sauce.
Brother Marty said, "Where can we find the sauce? Can you find them in California or what?"
Not yet.
Not
Well, they
yet.
finally got him into Hawaii. We finally got him into Hawaii this past couple months.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
Just
I'm working my way, slowly working my way. It's hard when you're a one man band.
okay.
People think I have like 20 people work. No, it's just me, my wife, and my secretary. That's it. I like to run. I like to run high with a low mileage car. That's why.
Oh, I like that. I like to run high with a low mileage. Hey, that's good. I'm gonna write that. That's good, bro. It's
You don't need too much people to do. I can do like six different work, so that's good. I can handle it. So
um,
I hate when I gotta hire somebody to do something I know how to do. So it's all cool.
it's a long way from the west side, bro. Long way from the west side, Nanakuli.
West Side.
Oh, tell me about Konishiki Power, the LTD out of Sumida.
Konishiki, yeah, Konishiki Power is my company that I created towards the end of my career. When I got to retire, so I knew I wasn't going to stay with the Sumo Association, which I could if I wanted to. I already had a stock in it, but I decided to leave because one reason, I wanted to be my own boss, where I can actually go and visit my mom, who was on dialysis for many years. I wanted the flexibility where I just can jump on the plane and go visit mom anytime I could, because through the whole career, I could only see my family like maybe 2 days out of the year, and family and friends when I during my career. So I couldn't. One thing I wanted to do is make sure I had the flexibility to go and visit my parents. That's why I actually didn't stay in the association. I wanted to make sure I had time to spend with mom, especially mom and dad, with my time from retirement. And then, gladly enough, when I started the company, I was very fortunate, very blessed to, like, right at retirement, I was like approached by every big corporate. I was doing like seven different corporate companies, representing them and doing the commercials and stuff like that. So, like I said earlier, I think earlier in this interview, like, I made more money within the 5 years I retired than the 16 years I was killing myself on a sumo ring.
Mhm.
And that's where go back to what my dad says. Don't worry about nothing. Just do the work. Shut up and work. Just shut up and work.
I like
Everything else falls in place. Yeah, he always tells us this.
I, I
Shut up
like
and
your
work.
dad. Shut up and work. Oh my goodness. So your dad, my goodness, Lautoa Atisanoe.
Atisanoe.
Yes.
This photo is actually is towards the end, and this is a photo of him on the shirt that we designed for his funeral. It's a beautiful shirt. I see everybody still wearing it, and it's funny because this is right before I took him and got his haircut and his shave. His last haircut, come on, it's funny. Um, there's a place in Kalihi called Cutthroat. All these young people go to. So one of my nephews told me, I told him, hey, I like take the old man, I like making him look swiffy like that. I like making him look bad.
Swiffy, Swiffy.
So so I so he told me, oh uncle, yeah, this way all the young guys go. This place called Cutthroat in Kalihi. So I go, okay, we go take that. So I take my dad over there, and you walk in, all these young guys, Tongan kids, and I think they're all Polynesian guys, and then I like set up my dad, shave him everything, like make him nice and shave him. He was like shocked. He was like, because you have like MTV, they rap music, all swearing and everything, and he's like shocked. It's the first time I see him, don't say nothing. He was just sitting there, and he was so happy.
Oh,
I have a video of him like smiling when he saw his face. Like he go like I still remember what he said. Wow, I look like my dad.
oh,
And that's right before he passed away. After that, I took him and I go rent those carts. Those handy carts for. So I took him. I got him in the handy cart. Me and him. I thought, let's go. I took him in Alamana. Went into all the shops. We just cruising, and like it was so funny because who knew that would have happened that time? I didn't know that was going to happen. I did my knee surgery. He was there every day in January last year, and came to the hospital. After that, I went to my rehab, and he would go to every rehab. I thought, Dad, no need go. You go, no, 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 I let go. So he went to all my rehab in the back. He was sitting in the lobby and just sit there until I finish. And I drive from Nanakuli all the way down, Miley to all the way down downtown. It's hectic. But this guy never missed one day. I tell him, Dad, no need come. Just send my wife and my driver. They're good. But he came. So like I was so honored because I was so to the last days of his life. He showed me that you cannot like let down, man. You just gotta always move forward and be positive. And the story I think only my family kind of knows. We talk about it when he went to the hospital. We always pray. If you follow me on Facebook, when I'm going home in Hawaii, I always post us live doing our prayers and singing our Samoan songs. And that Saturday that week, I kind of noticed his appetite wasn't there, and then when he sang and prayed, his voice wasn't strong because he has a strong voice. So Sunday came along, and I kind of still noticed. I sleep with my dad when I come to Hawaii. He sleeps with me. I say me, my wife, and my dad sleep all in the same room when I come to Hawaii. So that Sunday, I thought something's wrong with him. So I told him, Dad, I like you go check up hospital. Go tell Sister Nia to take you to the hospital.
oh, I got the connection of Sally. We got disconnected from Okinawa. We'll give a couple minutes. I think he may pop right back in. But what great conversations right over here with Saleva'a. And yep, he's coming right back in. I'm going to jump right in right here. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, so your dad. So you took him to the hospital on that day. You guys took him.
Yeah. So we took him to the hospital that day, and then they found out that the doctor said that Dad had a slight heart attack the day before,
Oh,
and nobody knew. So Sunday he went and she said he had a heart clog in one of his valves.
hmm.
And then it ended up they said, well, we didn't want him to do any surgery. He's already 86, right? So and then they said medication would help. So we did our prayers, we said goodbye and stuff like that. And the following morning he passed. So there's January 30th. But the funny thing, my niece told me because she stayed, my sister stayed over the night. They said Dad didn't die in bed, but I said, what happened? Yeah, they came with the wheelchair. They wanted him to go around, walk around it a bit. They wanted to take him around, to get some fresh air, and he told them, "No, I don't like." He hate when people try to get him to go on a wheelchair. And then he went walk around. He walked around on his own,
Wow.
and that's where he collapsed, and then he passed. He passed away in a lobby where he was walking.
Wow.
So it goes back to what he said. If you're just sitting in a freezer, you just dead meat.
You did meet. You
He
know,
was walking meat.
walking meet. uh,
Yeah, but so to the last days of his life, he was so inspiring, man.
yeah. Here's Brother Don Okai with Reason Seen. He goes, amazing journey, my brother. Your dedication to life and your aiga, your family, is what it's all about. Thank you for being an inspiration to us all, especially for us on the west side. Keep on
Yes, sir.
grinding. Keep on grinding
Got
and
to.
continuing to give us hope and inspire us to follow our dreams. Love you, my Uso.
Thank you,
Man,
thank you.
that is so sweet.
Nanakulians in the house.
Nana,
Nanakulians in the house.
Nanakuli in the house.
Nanakulians. Nanakulians.
Nanakulians. D for
Nanakulians.
Asili. D for Asili. She's saying, sending her love over here.
Talofa. Talofa. Manuir tayo.
Man, I cannot believe an hour has gone by. Seemed like we just started. We just started talking here, Saleh.
Yeah, like we could go another hour if you want to, but
Here's Antihedi. Awesome interview and story. Such a strong family bond through prayers and true grit. Mahalo for sharing, Saleh. I am gonna wait for the barbecue sauce to come to California. You get them built-in customers over here, Saleh, for your barbecue sauce.
call your family in Hawaii to tell them send you some. I have friends that got sent. I thought that's the best way. I cannot send them from Japan. Too expensive for send stuff to Japan.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, Again, and I know I've said this before, Saleva'a, thank you so much for getting up in the wee hours of the morning in Okinawa and having a virtual sit down conversation and just talk story, beautiful stories about your dad and your family, your culture, and your work ethic. Um, just touched the heart, bro. Touched the heart, really.
Thank you, Kamaka. You and many other platforms like Rikishi has another platform. A lot of Polynesian. I did another girl who's from LA, and with all these new platforms, I think people has to find a way to get our stories. I'm an OG. We both are OGs.
Yep.
The younger generation don't really know a lot about what my career is, or people like Jesse is it's good inspiration because it's an American football and everybody knows about it. But there's people like me all over the world that doing something that we don't know is Polynesian or from Hawaii that can share their stories on different platforms. And I'm very grateful that you have taken the time to uh,
Oh,
wrangle jangle your brain to learn how to do this stuff, and just to freaking push one button and go make me go crazy. But anyway, it's a good thing that we have people who are beginning to create their own platforms to actually get the stories that we have
yeah,
sitting around in the world,
yeah.
and people has to listen to our stories or my stories. All I know is stay true to your culture, stay true to your religion, whatever it is, and you be good. Because if you be honest and handle everything within your family, everything should be good. A lot of us don't have that casual fatherhood, but fatherhood is so important in our lives. Is father not part of the growing of your or the molding of your family? It's hard. It's gonna be hard.
Very true. Here's D.
Mm.
Fasili, I'm blessed to hear your story. God bless you on your journey. I'm still laughing at your dad. Yes, shut up and work. Thank you for being a blessing. I needed to hear this today. Wow.
Thank you. Thank
Ah,
you.
mahalo for sharing that, D. That is beautiful. Oh, give me chicken skin over here. Whoa. Here's Tama. Um, and
Malo.
oh, he goes. So, Manuia Uso for sharing your life story with us. I think you touched a lot of folks here today, my brother.
Watch out for the book. I'm coming out with the book next year. Finally
Sweet.
writing a book.
And TK over here, Mahalo Sale and Kamaka. Everybody's wanting to share. Here's Kahiao. I agree. It's crucial to document our stories for future generations, for Polynesians and Pacific Islanders all over the world, getting our story out. Whew, man, very, very, very.
got to.
Yeah. And
There's a lot of good we can learn because we all understand each other's culture. Yeah.
here is Faith
Sister
Ako, this
Faith.
Laia girl. Cheehoo! Aloha from the Bay Area, Laia North Shore
Yes, ma'am.
represent.
Yes, ma'am. Making some noise from the Bay Area.
Talk about talent and a beautiful heart
Yes,
right
ma'am.
there. Oh man,
Great singer,
I
great
know,
talent, great
um,
artist, man.
amazing voice, yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
and here she is. Love you, brother.
Love you too. Love you too.
So sweet. Okay, so you get your barbecue tour today. You get the chicken and the pork what marinating already, and
Yeah. Well, this tour actually started yesterday, and I don't finish until midnight.
wow.
So
Okay,
I'll be on the road. I won't be going back to Tokyo until midnight.
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you see me flying, it's because the chicken I cooking.
uh, again, God bless you, Saleva'a. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
Kamaka.
joining us.
Blessing to you and everybody being watching today. It's a
Yeah,
blessing to be a Samoan, be a Polynesian, and I am so grateful to be the person I am because many of us inspire me to be where I'm at. It's not only people that surround me, but reading stories off of. Thank you to. That's a good thing about the internet is I get to read stories about people that I kind of know about and their kids, and the Polynesian the popularity of Polynesian everywhere is growing, and we got to come together as a people, and we good representing what we do because we're some of the most humblest people and cultures we have right now. The U.S. needs our culture more than anything else with what's going on, and it's I do this off off the camera when I was telling Kamaka, hey, what's going on with America? How come they all like worried about people that talking about the voting ID and stuff? My father never speak any English. He would make passport for all my family who don't can even speak English. What's wrong with that? If you can't, somebody, well, it's that's too political. But when I listen to stuff like that, I like so stupid. My dad who knows any English, he come and actually get everybody passports and get IDs for the whole family to go work.
shut up and do the work. Yeah.
Yeah, shut up and do the work.
Here's
I
Kahi'ao.
gotta
She
do the
goes,
work.
wait. What book? When? Through Amazon? Maybe we can get a virtual reading. What about the book?
Oh,
It,
the book is actually coming out next year. I've been working on it since last year. And like something like what Kamaka did. People know about my career, but I want to know. I want to get what I'm trying to put in the book is what makes an 18-year-old kid from Nanakuli think the way you think to survive in a culture and a sports that's very foreign to me. So the thing is, it's a task for me to go back and look in my back 18 years, my 40 years, and see what made me do the things I do because it's not normal for an 18-year-old. Oh, okay, mom and dad, I go in Japan. I go and do sumo. I never did sumo. No need money. I just going. So it's questions that I have to myself that what made me do that? What dared me to do that? Or what was the courage behind it? And there's a word that always use the triple C. You need courage to commit. Once you commit, then you can conquer.
wow. Courage,
Courage to
commit,
commit, and
conquer.
then you conquer. The
Nice.
triple C, not the jail, but the triple C I'm talking about is that you have to have courage first
Yeah.
to commit. And once you commit it, most of the time you would conquer whatever you go for.
Yeah, very good.
So that's the three words that I leave with all my friends, all my families, my brothers and sisters been watching this Kamaka Brown Aloha Friday Sandwich Island program. Triple C.
Love it. Courage, commit.
Conquer to commit. No, I mean the courage to commit, and then you conquer.
Sweet.
If you can put that in your life, there's nothing in your way can stop you.
I should say. Uh, Kahi'ao also has a company called LuckyMango.com. I'm wearing one of her wonderful shirts that says, May the Aloha be with you. May the
Yes,
aloha
sir.
be with you. And that's one of the shirts from Lucky Mango. Marie Kahi'ao produces some wonderful products as well. And there's a wahine there that is always doing the work and always busy. I get a hard time catching up with her. And she's a wonderful part of our Sandwich Island social network. So mahalo Kahi'ao for all that you do. Mark Yamanaka from Hilo is jumping on.
Yes, sir.
Mark's going beautiful wisdom. How's it, brother Mark? All the way from
And my
Hilo.
man, and my man.
Whoo! Talk about talent right there, brother.
Yes, sir.
Marty says, love the triple C. Uh,
Triple C.
Triple C. And D. Faseli says, courage to commit and you can conquer Saleva'a Atisanoe.
Mm,
I tell you, your words and your sharing from your Pu'uvai inside has reached many
mm.
folks today. And you know what? Much like your father, Sally, I got to tell you, you're ministering today, you ministered to and you shared the wisdom of, just like your dad, bro. Just like your dad sharing. And all through this thing over here, I get all this chicken skin happening on the things that you're saying. And remember, we said the older we get, the wiser our parents become. Yeah,
Right, exactly.
and so you talk like that, all I hear, boing, boing, boing on my, I'm going, whoa, man. There's
It's
so
funny, come on, because my dad wanted me to be a preacher.
well,
The reason for that is because we went to Samoan school during the summer. Our church had a Samoan school during the summer where you learn about the Bible. Then there's a contest we do. You do the Bible study contest test this that you do, and they come out with the winners on Christmas Day. So I went through that for 7 years.
wow.
I took first place 6 times out of 7 years.
Whew.
So he always thought I was going to be a preacher. He wanted me to be a preacher. So I told Dad, through my work, I'm preaching the word through the actions I do. I might not throw my Lord's name out there, but I surely know my Lord understands what I'm doing because look what He did. He gave me the greatest parents, the greatest gift in my life is you and Mom,
Wow.
and you are the reason of my success. And
Wow.
that's what I told my dad. So I am preaching in a different way. You know,
Absolutely.
we come in a different ways, but I believe in what I do. I do believe that God has taken a part of my life from the day I came into this earth because of you, the prayer warrior, Daddy. You know, ups to you, man. Everything I do, I praise my parents, 100%.
That is
I
sweet.
what I've done is nothing compared to what they've done for their family. It's no comparison. I don't compare. You know me because of what I've done, but that's not compared to ever. How try to raise 10 kids
Yeah.
and make sure they all never get in trouble and made it through life. They have their family again, children, and then not only that, he actually helped majority of his family to come from Samoa. Got their passports, got their IDs, got in them work and stuff. So he's done something that I would never be. People tell me who you idolize. I say I idolize my dad because one thing I'll never get to do the things he do because we think about how people think of you and then you get worried about doing stuff. Dad was always true. Honesty was everything. Is the way he took things. If you hate him, you hate him, but he's still gonna love you no matter what.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be straight,
Well,
which is very hard to do in this world.
this is true. In fact, you and I were talking about different movie projects and stuff that come your way
Yep.
that
Yep.
could be very rewarding financially. But if it's not pono or if it's not true to yourself, you have turned down so many projects and opportunities
Mm.
simply because it would not bring honor to your family, to your father, and to your way of life and how you think. And that's,
It's not the money; it's the legacy that I can leave.
yeah.
When I do something, it's about the legacy. That's why.
Hmm.
It's not about the money. If you work, like Dad said, shut up and work, you're gonna make money no matter what.
Yeah.
But money cannot buy something that is real.
Yeah.
The legacy that I carry, the cocoa that I carry in my kino from my parents is more important than anything in my life.
Yeah.
You know,
And your words that we started our conversation together today is I'm proud to have a dad. He's the reason why I'm here today. He's the reason why I'm successful. I praise him because my family was built on prayer, built on faith. And so powerful,
exactly.
powerful foundation.
And I know we Polynesian people are built on prayer. So believe in your culture. Try to be as close as you can to your culture. which would naturally be our family will bond our families, and then the religion would actually even put the cream on the cake,
Yeah,
because that's the two things you really need in life to make it work.
absolutely.
Mm.
Um, so we get Jason from Carson, California. I'm sending his
Carson,
Carson in the house as
yes
well.
sir.
Um, Saleva'a, again, thank you so much as we come to the end of our time together, man. Love you, brah. You are
Thank you,
amazing.
brother.
Whew. And
Um,
we'll be talking. We'll be talking.
yes
And
sir.
when that barbecue sauce come your way, you got to give me a call. Maybe I got to come down to the shipping office with one truck, with the sides on top of that pile with
Yeah. Oh man, just shake them off, shake them off, shake them off, shaky, shaky, shaky.
shaky shaky with all the
Coconuts,
with all the coconuts and then
boxes.
the barbecue sauce on top of that I can pick up and the message will be,
Oh
come on,
man.
I gotta deliver this to the supermarkets over there. Okay, Sally, I drive in a truck. I can run a steak truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Thank you for your time. I'm very grateful for the
Love it.
opportunity. Like I said, man, love is in the air, brother.
Uh,
Aloha, represent aloha, be aloha. That's all we
Absolutely.
need.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Mahalo to everyone that came on board to share our morning with us, our
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
early morning in Hawaii, we early mornings in Okinawa. Um,
Very early.
um, our friends over here in Southern California, thank you so much for being part of our show here today. And Double Shaka's right over here from Konishiki. He is definitely unstoppable, as we say right over here. He is the unstoppable uh, Saleva'a Atisanoe, and we thank you so much for being part of our show here. So, to all of our friends, we say aloha. Thanks for joining us. We will be back with more great conversation with so many of our friends right here on Sandwich Island Social Network and with our Aloha Friday show. Hello, everybody. Mahalo.
Hey, hello.